Hello again, everyone. We are Gaming by Gaslight. Welcome back to another episode of Sunless Skies. So, when we last left off, we were making our way towards Port Prosper to deal with the Fastidious Inspector. Also got Captain Whitlock's legacy to deal with at some point, and everything else is done. So, like I mentioned previously, I believe, let's buy a bit of supplies while we're here. Thank you, say. Anyway, yeah. Just so we have some resources here. And if we just take another look at the Bazaar, yeah, we only can buy stuff. We don't have anything new. The time. What the heck is that sound? Kind of sound like there was something over here getting punched. If that makes any sense. Oh, hello. I do believe there may be... Hello. Okay. Oh, gentlemen, please. Oh God, no! Don't. Listen, leave me out of this. Well, actually, you know what? Maybe I'll blow up. Maybe I'll partake of the destruction of the dreadnought. Start off this episode with a little bit of combat. Oh, hello. Ubaja! Don't accidentally hit the Tackety. The Tacketies are our friends. Oh, this is... Oh God, no. No, don't do it. Thank you. Oh, lordy. Where'd he go? I thought those things were supposed to drop... Oh, there's our experience right there. Tasty experience while two Tacketies fight a dreadnought. That's fun. Let's see here. So we can gain some sovereigns. Let's see. The Cantankeri are lumbering half-fossilized isopods that will attack anything they disapprove of. Given that they are very ancient and murderously grumpy, that means almost everything. The corpse of the Cantankeri has been neatly sheared, creating a clear cross-section of its internal arrangements. So we don't have much chance of success there. Bit more there, but also not much. Oh. Ah, we'll risk it. Yes, success! They return with the glistening ovoid gland. Its consistency is somewhere between muscle and marble. Oh God. Oh God! Back out of there, boyos! I mean, screw the monarchy, right? Why not? Let's get in on this, even though it's probably gonna be a terrible, terrible idea. Oh God, oh God! Whoa, easy. Alright, I mean, 3 on 1, what's the worst that could happen, right? I mean, he's already almost blown up. Okay. Whoa, boy. Oh, and I'm overheating. Oh God. I've doomed us all. Oh, please tell me I didn't accidentally hit the Tackety and turn him against us. That would be awful. There's also some ominous noise going here. Let's see. The massive guns of the dreadnought have finally fallen silent. The hulk hangs in the firmament like a shed spider skin in a web, viewed from the vantage of the fly. Its sides are scored and open, its windows shattered. Smoke billows from its blind eyes. London will not see what transpires here. Well, I should hope not. Let's see, dreadnoughts are the bane of all smugglers. They surely keep the best of their finds to themselves. Or we can gain some supplies. Let's go for the unusual cargo. That just makes sense. A treble-locked case. Oh ho. Okay, got ourselves... Oh, we didn't get any nameplates, but we did get a caged catch. The last chain slides to the floor with a jangling thud, and the lid falls open. Your crew jump back in fear. Inside is a bound-up creature, skin and bone and malformed clusters of organs pulsing in time to its aggrieved lowing. Perhaps a native of some far-flung reach of the heavens, or perhaps an escape from Piranesi. Regardless, your crew haul it aboard, someone will be willing to pay for it. Well, that works out nicely. And beyond that, I did get a port report while we were in, didn't I? I think I did. I hope I did. What is this? Yes, supplies. I know about supplies, game. Thank you. Alright, let's slip away before anything else happens. Oh, boy. Oh, goody. Maybe we can... The Persephone. Maybe we can repair ourselves here. No. Yeah, let's just mourn the dead. That'll lower our terror a little bit. There we go. Jolly good. Our nightmares are untroubled. Alright. Oh, hello. Hello, horrible, scary monster thing. Oh, Jeebus, no. Ooh. Alright, let's not get too crazy here. Alright, so we want to circle around this jolly fellow and shoot him in the head a couple of times before his buddies can join him. And I missed. Wait for it. Oh, balls. Aha, sucker. Oh boy, oh god. Yes. Okay, good. Can we repair ourselves on this fellow? To the victor, the spoils. Yes. Let's see. Oh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. The crew of the Marauder lie dead in the corridor, killed not by your guns, but by knives and small arms fire. The only survivor is the captain, locked in the brig with a bottle of brandy. Chalk eyes stare back from every wall. When he ran out of chalk, he began scraping them in with his fingernails. Little remains of them, but bloodied stumps. "Seen this before, Captain," says a crew member, grasping your arm. "Sky madness. Magdalenes can treat it, if you can be bothered to take the poor sod." Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, we're right next to Magdalene, so we could, like, totally do it. And we get a tale of terror. Alright. See, we're good people. We're not monsters. Not yet, anyway. We're too young and innocent and virgin-like to be monsters. But it'll come. The crew wrap the sky-maddened captain in blankets, then secure them tightly with belts. It takes 4 to transport him safely to your locomotive. He might not be happy restrained, but it should keep him from harm until you get him to Magdalene's. Magdalene's lies to the northeast of New Winchester. And with the captain secured, you have a moment to see whether there's anything of worth on this locomotive before abandoning it to the wilderness. Let's try to repair ourselves, perhaps. There we go. Jolly good. Alright. I don't think I'll read every time we, like, repair and stuff, because, you know, that's dialogue we're probably going to be seeing a lot, so I'll read it here and there as I see fit, I guess. But back to Magdalene's so that we can, with any luck... Do you guys repair yourselves, by the by? Possibly. God, I love that ticking clock sound. There's something comforting about the sound of a ticking clock, wouldn't you agree? Who are you in the dark? That's a good question. I assume that also means I've leveled up at this point. So we can check that out in a second. Alrighty then. Docked away. Okay, so let's see here. I guess we go to the House of Small Comforts. And we shall deliver the the sky-maddened captain. Also, I didn't write a port report, so good thing we did this. Glass spires of Magdalenes pierce the clouds like swords. Shadowed figures can be seen moving through the gleaming corridors, their identities obscured by the hued glass. Crowds of skyfarers, ministry officials, and merchants mill about the forecount in varying degrees of distress. All watch the clock set in the great clock tower, waiting for their appointed hour. And the captain has been treated, which also apparently helped our terror go down. That's good. And some experience points, and a vision of the heavens. The nurses bring a stretcher to carry the sky-maddened captain from your train. He'll receive the care of Magdalene's finest. At least Magdalene's finest with a sense of charity, given that he has nothing on him to pay for their ministrations. Ooh, that's unfortunate. And we'll write a port report. What do we got going on here? Magdalene's is abuzz with activity, barely as the clock chimed. Then a clamor goes up at the front desk. Guests rushing to and from appointments. Lord, who's it, was seen in conversation with the amenable host. The East Wing was closed for general access all day. A certain distinguished admiral was seen with his second-in-command entering one of the chambers of regret. Several guests succumbed to an excess of sentimentality and were forcibly removed. Interesting. So yeah, like I said last time, I think we'll kind of try to do the stories of these places by the by, here and there. And so, our focus for now should be getting to Port Prosper. And where is Port Prosper? In the east. Which is the direction we are now heading in, if I am not mistaken. Oh, right. We should level up our character while we're at it. So let's see here. Let's see, what do we want, mostly? I mean, I guess we might want to focus on mirrors, so let's go with an interlude in red and gold. You lost your mind once. They put you in a splendid hotel managed by a cheery gentleman who would determine when you could leave. How colorful the other guests were, how red the curtains, how gold the fittings, how secure the locks. Eventually you were allowed to leave, but was your recovery genuine? Yes. Or no, I just learned to lie. I kind of like this idea, so that's what we're going to go with. You said what you had to, and they sent you home. Even now, your world is red and gold and splendid. So we're quite mad, you see. Or wait, can I level up again? I can. Alright. Your masterpiece. You would not let your education go to waste. You poured years of sleepless nights, setbacks, and research into one great work. They called you brilliant, eccentric, and excuse me, and obsessive. They said it was a waste of time. They said it was impossible. You proved them wrong. What were the fruits of your labors? A marvel of engineering? Or a scathing critique of new astronomy? Let's go with a bit of strength, because I think we need more irons in order to use some of the weapons and things, so it's probably good to have a couple of those. Also, I think we get... Ah, interesting. Moment of inspiration. And... association with scholars. I think I am going to go with the marvel of engineering. A revolutionary invention. Its possibilities are thrilling, but have yet to be realized by lesser minds. At least your peers appreciate your ingenuity. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, my hearts are kind of low, so... yeah, that may be an issue at some point. But for now, let us wander across the heavens in an easterly direction. Let's go this way. My goodness, this is so pretty, though, isn't it? Oh, looks like we're heading over to the mountains of Lustrum. Lustrum. That's the place, isn't it? Yeah, Lustrum's with the mother of mountains and all that jazz. That sweet, sweet jazz. Or something to that effect, anyway. It's around here. In fact, there is something over... Ah! But we can't do anything with that yet, because we don't have a drill. So we'll want to save up and buy a drill. We can also see that it is the year of our Lord, 1905, the 29th of March. You found a horror. One or more of the disturbing landmarks in the high wilderness don't linger. Your terror will increase more quickly than usual as long as you remain. Okay. I mean, don't tell me what to do. I will totally... We're finding like a bunch of tea. That's interesting. Hello. Oh god, that was actually solid. I should have realized that, but I didn't. Rayleigh Rock. A lot of Cantankeri around here. Okay, so this itself is the terror. And then there's a bunch of glistening things all around it. Interesting. Kind of wish I could move faster so I could explore this better and still, you know, get to take everything in. I mean, I'm seeing, like... It looks like they were shot. Something bad happened there. Something not... Oh, okay, that's what that is. Yeah, we can't mine, so we might as well get the heck out of here while we still can. Oh, and the wind's out, you jerk. The winds still favor us. As you can see, we're moving much faster in this direction. So, overall, victory achieved. Possibly. Grey Witness. Or Grey Witnesses, rather. Man, I like the names in this game. That's probably another mining rock. Which, again, we can't do anything with it yet. We can mine for hours, but we need a drill. And we're also low on supplies, so we might have to eat some of our crew. You know, depending on how long it takes us to, get to where we're going. A broken habitation, long abandoned. Ah, dang, I don't have an assaying device, so I can't actually investigate that. Oh, looks like some more juggernauts. Oh, God. Leave me alone, you dang, I mean, I could blow him up. I could do it. I shouldn't do it. Oh, I've got a bad feeling about this. Cantankeri away! Oh, that's an ominous sound. A very angry sound. Pretty lucky that missed. I'm pretty sure... Yeah, the lights are... I can just go through this. What are these exactly? I feel like there's some kind of station... Oh, God. Some kind of station. Oh, God. Oh, this is not going to end well. Oh, balls. Okay, listen. He's not going to leave me alone. It's me or him. He's also bleeding. I like that. Mostly because it bodes well for my odds of survival. Ha-ha, sucker! Oh dear. Alright, let's, there we go. Alright, how do we do here? Chisel precious stones, gain some sovereigns, or try to get a cage catch. Not a good chance of victory there, so we'll go with sovereigns. Man, I feel like we're rich already. Also, let's send out the bat. See if we can find another port around here somewhere. Okay, he is... Oh, there we go. So if we head south, hopefully that's Port Prosper. I mean, Port Prosper might actually be in here somewhere. Watch, it's like right here, and if I just followed that path... Looks more like we're going to Lustrum, doesn't it? Or some other such place. I mean, could be ruins as well. Look at that down there. I mean, and just the scale. Like, this is a train that's got, like, at least 10 people and room for storage and other stuff. And, like, when you just look at the size of this, like, who lived in these places? Oh, hello. And abandoned... Oh, these are signal boxes, are they? Window cracks have accreted a filling of moss green dust. Once white paint is yellowed and peeling. The signal box possesses a faded dignity, like a beleaguered butler. It was designed with pride to be part of that great folly, the Isambard line. Interesting. Inside, beneath a desk covered with rusted levers, is a luggage trunk. Captains in dire need can borrow from the cash inside, but custom dictates they must later replenish it. Alright, so we could recruit a fatalistic signalman from here. We could read the ledger. Let's, actually start that. We'll start with that. The handwriting is poor but legible. Captain MacDonald Ross deposited fuel. The pen leaked as they wrote. There's a column for miscellaneous notes. The captain describes a field of debris that they flew through to reach the signal box. Each rock was bursting with life. Tiny flowers the color of milk jostled in the currents of the engine. The locomotive was overwhelmed with the scent of honey and home. Well, that's actually quite nice. We could raid the cache for some supplies, possibly. I think we'll risk going without. But yeah, let's recruit the fatalistic signalman. You detect a whiff of cigarette smoke as you enter. A man in a gray uniform and gray bowler rises from a chair. Evening. Don't suppose you're looking for a signaler? He does not sound hopeful. How long has he been waiting here? Well, I mean, assuming you're all... Oh, good, and he came for free. A break from duty. He is startled by your response. Oh, right. Was expecting you to say no, to be honest. He asked what he was doing here. I work the Isambard line. I'm the last one, I suppose. Hitch rides between the boxes, make repairs, sweep up a bit. What I could do if a change of scene? He seems unsure. Well, I'd better get my things together. He picks up a modest holdall and checks his hat is on his head. Yes, I think that's everything. After you, Professor. Awesome. Okay. Well. Yeah, let's, leave and move on our way. Oop, just, ease ourselves through there. Oh, I do hope there's a port around here somewhere. I mean, we've got enough supplies, we're probably maybe okay. But, yeah, I'm kind of pushing it here. Yeah. Kind of pushing it. That might be being too generous, to be honest with you. I could send the bat out, but that does cost supplies, and that's always a little dangerous. Oh, there's some wind blowing, so at least we can go faster. Oh, there's another thing. Another place of death. Oh god, the candle wind. Well, that's gonna lead to some issues. Mostly because I believe that causes rising of terror. But I know one of the winds basically replenishes your stock of food. It's not the candle wind, though. Oh god. Oh, we're in a bad place. This is not a place for amateur captains like ourselves. Oh dear. Please don't. I have done ye no harm. Well, I guess that's not entirely, strictly speaking, true, but, oh boy. Oh dear. It felt like all the... Oh god. It felt like all the ports were close together not that long ago, didn't it? And yet, here we are now. Possibly doomed. Never ancient ruin, which we can't do much about right now. The desolation of Celiba. Intriguing. Alright, well, we might have to resort to cannibalism. That's definitely a sign that I'm a good captain. Definitely, for sure. I mean, better than running out of fuel. That would be much, much worse. I mean, I feel like there's got to be something close by, right? Surely we're not going to be left out in the cold. Though, it is quite literally quite cold here, isn't it? The darkness over there. Sky closes its cold jaws about you. Now, I feel like that's telling me that there's something nearby. Or maybe not. That could be just a, like, hey, you know, you're running low on food. You should probably do something there, buddy. Oh, there's some lips up ahead. Detritus of yet another skirm. Oh, we can dock here. Damn, I don't have bronzewood. Okay, well, we don't have anything of value there. But we did lose some terror, so I guess that's a small mercy. Dang, if only I had bronzewood on hand. Oh boy. I don't have a good feeling about this. But yeah, you know, we'll see what happens. Maybe I mean, we're close to New Winchester, not... Oh yeah, we're gonna have to eat somebody. That is less than good. But, you know, nothing brings people together like a little bit of cannibalism. So, yeah. Clamor of New Winchester can be heard on the wind. Familiar as a disagreeable uncle. Alright, so we're at least approaching. Huh, maybe we're actually gonna get away with this. Don't count on it, but we're so close. Maybe we can hold on here. Don't hit me, man. Don't do it. Oh, nope. So close. Oh. Or we can gain a bit of terror. Yeah, something's going on. Some of the crew look comparatively nourished. Others are more gaunt than ever, and sport livid, unhealing bruises. If pressed, they claim the bruises are the result of an accident. Accidents happen on board, of course, but so does extortion. Yes, we'll survive this. Alright. There we go, and we didn't have to eat anyone after all, so... Truly I am a great captain. Though we still haven't found Port Prosper, so that's a little unfortunate. So I think what I'll do, because I wanna find it to wrap up this episode, I'm gonna cut ahead, and I will see you by the by. Alright, you know what, maybe not, because we've got some interesting stuff here. I mean, for one, we've got a... Seems like the banking house has some news for us. I represent Halliges, the banking house. I promise this will take only a moment of your unquestionably valuable time. He produces a folded contract with a flourish. We hear promising things about you, Professor. Very promising indeed. We would like to extend our services. We provide a secure solution for the storage of your assets, absolute discretion, and steadfastness unto death and beyond. We require only a signature. Alright. Ooh, and it's entirely complimentary. Alright, well, I'll sign my name. That's probably okay. So yeah, we've got a bank account now. I am certain that this represents the beginning of a long and warm relationship between ourselves and your lineage. May it endure. I bid you good day. Alright, so we can now access our bank from any hub port, and the contents will be inherited by our next captain. Alright, that sounds good to me. I like it. And let's talk to this Incognito princess, shall we? Perched atop a mountain of luggage is a radiant young woman. She's an officer dressed in what an actor would wear in a fantastical romance. A tiara rests on her brow. A steady stream of commoners come to pay homage, bowing and curtsying enthusiastically. Starlings circle in dense swarms above her, refugees from old London and a common sight, although not in such numbers. She ignores everything and hands you papers so pristine they can only be forged. Officers require a sign-on fee. How much does she want? Ugh, 100 sovereigns. It'd certainly make an interesting addition to your crew. This will get you a first officer who will increase your mirrors by 6, your hearts by 2, and your affiliation with the Bohemians, or Boheme, by 1. Alright. Whoa, 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 wait. Oop, sorry. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. I am a humble first officer, looking for... what's the word? When commoners do things for coins, she asks. Work, that's it. She beams at you, delighted, as innocent as a Gatling gun. As she steps aboard, a commoner calmly takes a spoon from his pocket and scoops out his eyes. After such radiance, all else is tawdry, he says, between screams. It seems she has already forgotten about her signing on money. Okay. Why did I have to pay her? She's rich, she doesn't need it. Anyway, let's, yeah, there we go. First officer, checkaroo. Signaler, also checkaroo. Chief engineer, checkaroo. Mascot, no checkaroo. Alright, so we can see our officers here, and that bumps up our stats reasonably enough, I think. Kinda wish I had remembered to do that earlier, but, you know, life is good. Alright, so yeah, we'll go ahead and hide that advice, and... you know what? I am gonna cut away and we'll get to Port Prosper this episode, so see you by the by. Alrighty then, so we're not actually at our destination, but we've found something. What is this? Wonders. You found and benefited from a wonder. One of the most pleasant and least menacing landmarks of the High Wilderness. Wonders immediately lower terror when you draw near them, so long as you haven't visited too recently. Okay, interesting. Also, I missed some dialogue explaining what this wonder is exactly. It's some kind of clockwork contraption. Rather convenient it's close by. Oh, it's some kind of rat sculpture. Ah, those rats. Memorial to the unknown rat. Well, I mean, I'm gonna still count that as a win, a victory for us, the working man. Wait a minute, Trader's Wood is over there, and there's Port Avon. I need seeds for Port Avon. So, yeah, we'll have to go take a look at that. And why is Trader's Wood so important? I forget exactly, but there's something else over there that is of value to us. Anyway, though, I guess, yeah, let's just kind of continue creeping around here. The sky closes its cold jaws about you. Water freezes in the pipes. Ah, yes, we're in the cold part of the map again. And again, we kind of find ourselves wandering around. I mean, I know, like, east, but what exactly constitutes east? I mean, that could include in here, it could possibly even include as high up as here. It might actually be, like, right on the very edge of the map, because I believe that, Port Prosper is next to the relay station that takes you over to Albion, to London. So, yeah. I mean, assuming these things are all still in the same place as they were the last time I played, which it's entirely possible they have moved on to other places. Mother said illness is all in the mind. She'd fit right in here. Oh, that means we have found something. Ah, yes, the Demon's Hospital place thing for the mentally disturbed. Yeah. There we go. Carillon. That's what she's called. Oh. And I bumped right into that. Good job. Masterful of piloting right there, Gaslight. Well, it's something. Yeah, we do need to pick up more supplies, don't we? Let's, travel around a little. try to explore. Just as a quick... What is this? Before you can take the first step towards one of the terraces, devil blocks your way. Not yet, I'm afraid. You must have permission first. Ah. Okay, well, we'll write a port report then. Yes. You take some notes on a pilgrim's journey through Carillon. The first port of call is the beehive-shaped office in the center, or more accurately, the long queue leading into it. From there, the infernal attendants direct them to one of Carillon's 7 gardens to undergo penances. They certainly look penitent by the time they emerge. Presumably their souls are much improved. Not that you can tell. Alright. Well, we'll concern ourselves with this stuff by the by. But for now, what's in the Bazaar? Bronzewood. Alright. Unfortunately, that's not what we need right now. And oh wait, they do have supplies. Never mind. Let's buy 1. Now fuel's gonna be... That's gonna be the next problem. Alright, so let's circle on up and see if we can't find Port Prosper. I think these Sunless Skies episodes are probably gonna be a bit longer, mostly because they do involve a lot of reading and a lot of, just transiting back and forth. And just because the game world is so beautiful, I do want to try and show off as much of it as I can. Let maybe zoom in just a tad here. Yeah. I think that makes... I did actually buy more supplies, didn't I? I feel like I did, but perhaps I forgot. That would totally be in character for me. Yeah, we do have money on hand, so it's not like we're hurting. Not hurting too much. Since we do get pretty good coin for those port reports. Alright, yeah, so let's circle around a little. Since we're kind of entering familiar territory again, I will cut ahead one more time, and we'll wrap things up, hopefully finding Port Prosper, or at least finding something. So, see you then. Alright, so, didn't have to cut away for too long there, because our bat found the port. So we were close to something this whole time. Something. But the question, of course, is what, and how do we actually get in there? We're close, but not too close. Man, this is... I just, again, want to comment on just how, like, there's a certain dark whimsy, I guess is how I'll describe it, to Sunless Skies, and indeed to all the Fallen London stuff. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it, says I. I mean, all's going well. I feel like I'm hearing some shots being fired somewhere off in the distance. But maybe I'm just going crazy and hearing things. I mean, either is equally possible. I mean, we are crazy, actually, so there is that. Aye, good. Here it is, Port Prosper. We made it. Safe and sound. Ah, yeah, listen to that, beat. Sound of industry, friends. Sound of industry. Just, slip on in there. The Garden of Heaven. Oh, yeah. Alright. Crammed at the feet of a hulking crag, Port Prosper is a little London, divided into an affluent West End and an impecunious East. Where do you even find these words? My goodness. Queen's Cross is a busy station, crowded with engines that have arrived through the nearby transit relay from Albion. Well, first of all, let's deliver the Pastidious inspector. She disembarks with her bag in hand, and peers up at a clock tower that is being raised above the station. It is tangled with scaffolding and rings with the sound of hammers and the cries of workmen. Alright. Be sure you've held any conversation with her that you wish to. Done and done. You will receive fuel and supplies in addition to money. And be sure you have 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 there, but apparently I have 8. You know what? 1 second. I'll turn you over in a minute here, but first, let's go to the shops and to the Emporium, and can I sell... You know what? Oh, right, the bank. Alright, never mind, never mind. I mean, it says we've got 8 slots here, if I'm understanding this, so... We've got 6. We can do this. 14 out of... Okay, so we don't actually... Alright. Got a bit too much fuel there. Alright, thank you, Captain. Here's the balance of our agreement, and, as promised, a requisition order for fuel and supplies. She casts another glance at the incomplete clock tower. Given the apparent state of construction, I recommend you visit the worksite. There may be an opportunity there. And thank you for the pleasant conversation, Captain. Sky can be a lonely place. You enlivened it. I have included a small additional sum in your remuneration, as a token of my gratitude. Nice. Now we're rich. Or at least a little bit less poor. Let's see here. They plan to call it Albert Clock in memory of the departed Prince Consort. There's a way to go yet. The roof isn't finished, and the clock neither ticks nor bongs. You can see the fastidious inspector up among the workings with a spanner and a can of oil among the workmen, or showing the workmen how it's done. Well, you know what, while we're here, we might as well help him out. Can I help you, Mr. Foreman? Bronzewood, the foreman wheezes bluntly. One consignment. They sell it at Trader's Wood and Palmier and Plenty's, I hear. And a gourd of chorister nectar, too. This bunch of work-shy ingrates need constant shouting at, and my voice has given up the ghost. Some nectar should have me bellowing again like a champion. Carillon's your best bet there. Or Titania, the flower town. We'll pay, like. Alright. And we shall wander off and write a port report. Could even attend a parade if we wanted, but we'll probably save that for next time. The factories continue to belch out smoke, while over the bridge, hopeful crowds gather outside the Admiral Nelson. Lovers can be seen strolling arm in arm along the promenade, at a respectable distance from their chaperones. There was a brief protest outside the Windward Company factory, swiftly quelled. The scones at the Nelson were as good as ever, though the piquancy of the jam was less than might be desired. Alright. Ah, what the heck. It is apparently the Feast of the Red Saint. We'll go to a parade, why not? Gaudy banners fly over the painted rooftops of Port Prosper. The smog of the East End is hidden away by giant posters displaying dragons in varying degrees of vivisection. The crammed streets are clogged with people. Wealthy West Enders promenade about the amusements, while impoverished East Enders work the stalls and huddle by the chestnut fires for warmth. A painted dragon pursued by knights is chased through the crowds to a chorus of "Ho! The riding!" Well, I do like hats, but perhaps, yeah, we'll fraternize with everyone, which will probably make us hated by everyone, but, you know, screw them. You are treated as a curiosity and viewed from all sides with suspicion. Still, you find yourself in conversation with an elderly colonel who has retired to Port Prosper. A bulwark of sanity, he calls it. A line in the sand against all the stuff out there. He introduces you to one of the riders in the procession, who takes you on a tour of the carnival. You converse with chestnut sellers and flower arrangers, drink in the outdoor pubs, and dance with several of the vaudeville players. At the end of the day, you've learned many names and faces, and even acquired a few calling cards. Awesome, so now we're tolerated by people at least. Excellent. Alright, and we could take a factory tour, but perhaps not right now. We can do that another time. We can do that another time, can't we? I'm pretty sure we can. Hopefully I didn't mess that up. That would be silly. Yeah, good, we can in fact do that later. And we will. But before we do that... Actually, where is the Albion Transit Relay anyway? Let's see here. Keep going past the port, can't miss it. If you have good eyes, you might even be able to see it from here. Oh, okay. So it's actually very close by. That's good to know. Any settlers? There are some settlers, actually. Where would you like to go, Mr. Settler? To Port Avon. And I know where Port Avon is. My friend has been sending me postcards from Port Avon, and I've never seen anywhere so quaint. You must take me there. She smiles benignly as one of your crew carries her steamer trunk on board. And if you'd be so kind, could we do some hunting on the way? The chorister bees have been attacking again. I'll pay you for the trouble of killing them, of course, but only if you do it quickly, and only if you harvest a stinger for me. Is that actually an extra objective I can fulfill? Because if so, I will do my best. And let's see here. So, I guess we're like 2 over, so maybe I will sell 1 of each. A bit unfortunate on my part, but life goes on. And with that in mind, let's, I'm assuming the transit relay is... Ah, there it is. That is actually rather conveniently close by. But we're not going to Albion anytime soon. We want to finish our business here, I should think. But I will dock in place, just so we save our progress, basically, and can move on. Alright, so for now, that is all. Until the next time, as always, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that like button, or maybe leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking. And I'll see all you in the next video.